Wow, it's sure sunny in my window this afternoon. That's not the case for everyone in southern British Columbia. Welcome to Cariboo Weather Dude YouTube channel. I'm Joey, sitting here in the sunny chair in Wells, British Columbia, 3,953 feet above sea level, just over 1,200 meters up here in the Cariboo Mountains. And we're looking at radar this afternoon on your lunch hour and what is going on in the world of weather. There it is.
This is bad news.
My God. Falling out right now.
Anything could happen.
Get on!
Wow. I'll watch the video later. They dry mopping this.
Little noon hour update on what's going on. Increasing cloudiness in the west coast. Here we have our next system from this weekend. This next weekend story coming at us quickly now. We have low pressure that's sitting up in the Gulf of Alaska, and that's giving us our general motion that's helping propel this into the BC coast. Increasing cloudiness, like I say, in British Columbia today. We have a freezing line today that something goes like so. We'll look at that in a second. Everything below that is mostly above zero except for mountainous areas. Here's our sunrise this morning. You can see disturbance moving through the United States, through Appalachia, out towards the east coast as well. That's going on down here. Here's what the cloud cover looks like on goes west. You can see a lot of cloud cover actually in Canada today. Eastern half of the country, very cloudy through much of the northern half of the prairies, even cloudy in British Columbia as our new system comes at us here. And this is why we are seeing increasing cloudiness in southern British Columbia today. Well, here in the Cariboo, not too bad actually. A little bit sunny in my window here in Wells right now at the moment, as a matter of fact. And I am not complaining. It's very warm in here this afternoon, friends. Quite lovely in the Cariboo to start the day actually today. Enjoying it. Most of that grossness is shifting to the south of us. And that's a little bit of cirrus overhead, a few clouds out there, but all in all, the sun is beaming in my window, and I am enjoying it. Here in the mountains, we get the sun, we say thank you. It doesn't stick around all the time. Some of that last low has been transitioning into the prairies this afternoon as well. But our main weekend weather maker is going to be this guy right here. This is going to come slamming right into shore here. Like I said before, it's being propelled by this motion that's out in the ocean today. Now we look at upper level water vapor. How much water is available to come visit us? So, what we're seeing in some of those other satellite images are the cloud tops or the thickness of the clouds or ones that are precipitating right now. You can see definitely this area that's where the most intensity is. You can see how the high pressure down here it moves in a clockwise motion, right? And that clockwise motion is helping also to propel this towards the coast. Meanwhile, you can see another system that's down here just off the U.S. coast, and that is feeding a lot of moisture inland, feeding another low in there, which will do what it does in the United States. We don't forecast for American weather. And now you might kind of get the idea why we call this an atmospheric river. Look at the volume of moisture and water moving up this course right here. You can see it sliding on up in a big wave. We got the high pressure here. We got our last low that is visiting the United States down here. We have one before that now making its way through the East Coast. That's the one that made some thunderstorms, some hail, and maybe one tornado in Oklahoma Wednesday, Thursday when it passed through. So if this is our trend here, our jet stream that's pointed at the coast, you can also see by how red the other areas are that there's a lack of moisture there. So the colors indicate moisture when they're in the green, the blue, and the white and whatnot, whereas the reds and the oranges indicate a lack of moisture. That's just to help you kind of understand how to read this. You can see this other system here in Ontario. It's got a counterclockwise motion. That's how you can tell when you're looking on a map what is a low and what is a high. The high pressure has a clockwise motion. There it goes. Nice clockwise motion. This low that's up here has a counterclockwise motion. So the two of them together are working in conjunction to help steer, to compress this band of moisture into a ribbon, a very tightly packed one, and steer it towards the coast. I promise you, if we do start getting some warnings and statements from Environment Canada fresh on the board today, we will report them here on the channel. That's what I am here to do, my friends. We were talking where that freezing line is today. It kind of goes halfway through Alberta, goes down into central Saskatchewan, cuts right through southern half of Manitoba into northern Ontario, quite cold to the north of there. As you can see up here, cold. And then you have a bit of a gap, actually, in the freezing levels as you come into Ontario. Could be some areas in the higher country that's got a bit of freezing there, but it's not too much high country in northern Ontario. And we know it's a little bit later in the day there. Then we have also cold on the east coast, much of Canada, until you get to, say, the southwest side of New Brunswick or to Nova Scotia, where you start coming into temperatures above zero. Meanwhile, a lot of BC is above zero if you're in the lower country where people tend to live. But as you can see, the mountaintops, some of them are quite cold. Some of them even in the double digits cold if you're up on top some of the tallest mountains in British Columbia. Just a little bit of precipitation going on in Revelstoke right now, more or less out towards Rogers Pass, up the Columbia watershed, maybe a little bit even on the corridor along Highway 5, but that looks like just some light flurries, nothing too major going on yet in the province today. It's much the same in the prairie, some mixed precipitation around Meadow Lake as we're coming to noon BC time. That's a couple hours ahead though for them. They're getting some mixed precipitation here. Got a band that's moving up to the north there where some precip's going on. South of Fort McMurray, there's a couple squalls and flurries in Alberta right now. Got a wind warning in southern Alberta today. Strong gusts up to 100 kilometers an hour are occurring late this afternoon and into the evening. Driving conditions may be difficult down there. That's for some of the places in southern Alberta, such as Claresholm, up towards Nanton, even areas to the southwest or southwest of Calgary, Lethbridge, and whatnot. Wind warning for you. Meanwhile, freezing rain, like we just saw, was a possibility there. It continues to fall near the Alberta-Saskatchewan border and over western regions of northern Saskatchewan. Will move eastward through the afternoon. It will taper off, though, into the evening. It might already be tapering off in some places, as we saw on radar. And freezing rain warning on the Saskatchewan side, where we still did see some of that going on, that mixed precipitation. The freezing rain will taper off into the evening there as well, too. And that's my sunny update for you this afternoon, friends. Hit like, share, subscribe. We'll talk to you next time. Bye.